All right. I'm Scott Gertner, Executive Director of PR for MGM Resorts International. I'd like to welcome all of you to today's press conference as we launch the Queen plus Adam Lambert special engagement at Park Theater this Labor Day weekend. Brian, Roger, Adam, welcome to Las Vegas. Good to have you guys here.
Thank you.
I know you're at our sister venue, T-Mobile Arena, recently, but this is a much more intimate venue, as you'll see, and all the fans will enjoy the up-close and personal experience. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Bill Hornbuckle, our president of MGM Resorts, who will say a few words.
Thanks, Scotty. Again, on behalf of MGM Resorts and our entire large-scale family, thank you for coming today. It's not without your participation that we can't make this Las Vegas scene the best entertainment scene in the world. We've been working hard at MGM and MGM Resorts, and particularly Park Theater, in trying to create something extremely special and unique, not only for Las Vegas, but for the world to see. And to have you guys, Adam, Queen, to join us at this point in our history for Park Theater of note is special and something that we look forward to with great anticipation. So first and foremost, thank you for that. I think many of you know we've been on a journey with MGM, with entertainment, Park Theater. We have a legacy which you guys fit clearly in the middle of. You rocked it last year. I think without a doubt, everyone think you were the show of the year. A couple of folks and I were just talking about that. And we think the performance you're going to do, you were. It was. I'm not even making that up. The performance you're going to do throughout September, where we get 10 amazing shows with you participating, we think is going to be very special. We've spent a great deal of time reconverting the whole entertainment district in the park, and ultimately Park MGM, and the Park Theater has been the marquee to that transformation. We're spending over $650 million in this facility to make it something special and something unique. And the lineup we have now assembled, with you all starting to kick this off and lead the way, I think speaks for itself. You guys, obviously, come November, are going to have a new movie out, which is going to be spectacular. The timing couldn't be better for all of us. And so just on behalf of all of us, again, we're just excited that you're here. We're excited what September brings to us and what the shows bring to us. And with that, let's open it up to Scotty for some questions.
We'll do a quick... Thank you, Bill. And I'd like to open it up for questions to the floor.
Hi, guys. John Katz-Lamitas with the Review Journal here in town. Welcome to Las Vegas. Welcome back to Las Vegas. A couple of questions here. First, we have a lot of residencies in Las Vegas, as you know. And more recently, a lot of rockers have come to this city. Was there any specific act or performer who inspired you, who you looked at in Las Vegas to make you want to do this?
I think a few years ago, we came to see an old friend of ours, Elton, and he and Rod Stewart were the two of the sort of earlier people of our kind of age group that came to Vegas, and it appears that it's a pretty cool thing to do these days. So we're very glad to be here.
Yeah, I think the image that when the subject was brought up, I saw Celine in my mind because I saw her show and I thought it was beautiful, really beautifully done. And this is actually new for us. We've never ever done this. You know, in our illustrious and long career, we have never done a residency. So this is kind of exciting for us, and we have some new ideas, and I think it's going to bring out something new in us. I think the fact that we are sitting down here and kind of every night we'll be, I think, searching ourselves to find something a little different, but of course fulfill the requirements of playing the hits.
And my second part of that, Bill mentioned who he was talking to about the show of the year last year. I'm one of them. It was pretty fantastic there at T-Mobile Arena. I was blown away, seriously. And I'm just wondering how you might try to top that or do something different that you've done before. And also what will separate you from the other residency productions we already have in Las Vegas.
Well, I think that we've been very used to performing for up to 18 to 20,000 people in arenas all around the world. And so to take our show that we've grown used to and shrink it into a 5,000 seat intimate venue, I think is going to be very exciting. I think we're going to find even a deeper connection with the audiences than we've ever had before. We're going to be able to maybe take more nuances with certain songs and liberties And also, we're used to running around all the time and changing venues and, okay, this space is this big, and having to kind of adapt the show no matter where you're going and you're moving. To be in one place for more than 2 shows is something that I've never done with these guys before, and I think it's going to create kind of a comfortable thing that I think is going to be a slippery slope of magic.
Yeah, and that may be more intense, a
Yeah.
greater intensity. It's a smaller room than we normally play, and I think it. And Adam's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
He's got a few frocks up his sleeve.
Yeah, yeah. And boots, lots of boots.
Cool.
I'll ask one for you. How do you guys characterize a Vegas audience to those who you perform in front of internationally?
That's a very interesting question. I think that's in our minds at the moment. We actually don't know what these audiences are going to be like, because in Vegas, everybody comes to you, right? This is the whole of America that we're playing to in Vegas on holiday. So we're fascinated to see how it works out. And we're able to adapt a little. We look at an audience and we adapt the way we behave a little bit, depending on what comes out. So I think it's a big unknown for us. And the first time we step out there, it'll be a learning experience.
I think it'll be interesting to have a mix of fans and then maybe some more casual ticket buyers as well. You land in the airport here in Vegas, you're going to see this amazing, beautiful logo, this crest here. And I think if you're not necessarily already planning on coming to the show, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to go, oh my gosh, I've heard this show's amazing. And they're going to come and buy a ticket and come see it. Yeah.
We hope. Are there tickets left then?
Sure, I have a question. Rob Catchleries from Thrillist. I wanted to kind of tap into that mix you were talking about between, I guess, the broad Vegas audience and then maybe some diehards that come in and travel to Vegas specifically to see you. How long is the show going to be? Is it going to be in line with what you usually do for the arena tour? And will you mix in maybe some deep cuts, maybe some Death on Two Legs, maybe tap into something from like an album like Innuendo, to give somebody a little something special aside from the greatest hits?
That's very interesting, actually. We've just been talking about that on the plane, and I think we'd like to mix it up a little bit, definitely. And I'd hate to think that every night was going to be exactly like the night before. So I think we would like to change and have a few surprises in. Yeah.
I think one of the things that makes this collaboration so exciting and so special is the fact that we do a lot of things sort of on the fly, or we make a decision the day before or the day of. Obviously, we've put a lot of work into the design of the production, and that takes some planning. But as far as the set list goes and the songs, we just got here. We're going to go to the theater later, and we're going to figure out what the heck we're doing. So I think we know the songs, we know the music. We've been playing together for about 6 years now, and now it's exciting because we can kind of remix things and switch things up and switch the order, combine different songs. We can do whatever we want, which is actually really exciting.
So it sounds like you might tap into, it might be a day-to-day kind of thing where...
Could be, yeah.
It's interesting you say deep cuts, yeah. I think we were slightly heading in the other direction. We were thinking, well, but Vegas wants hits.
The crown
which
jewels.
Maybe so, yeah, it's hard to know. We have a lot of hits. We have too many hits, as you know, which is an ongoing problem. So we'll try and do the hits, but also, we're a rock band, and rock bands have to keep evolving or else they cease being rock bands, I think. So we'll be looking to do a bit of that, I think, yeah.
Brian, you said it takes a lot to dazzle Vegas, that it's the ultimate challenge. So you certainly did it last year. What do you think it takes to dazzle Vegas? Is being Queen and being Adam Lambert enough, or is there something special that you have to tap into?
Well, I hope it's enough. I think we have some good stuff in our armory.
I brought some more Adam Lambert in my luggage.
You have some of that stuff?
Yeah, some extra, yeah.
Yeah, I think what we bring to it is the reality. We don't play to clicks. We don't do anything which isn't real. And I think that's fairly unusual these days. So I think that's going to be even more apparent in this 5,000-seater. You'll be right up close to us. You can see what we're doing. You can see our fingers. And everything we do is live and dangerous. And we love that. So, and we think we're good enough to do that. We're good enough to kind of lay ourselves on the line and be us and be human. So I think that's what you see. I think you'll see us being ourselves.
I mean, plus the fact that we have adapted the show slightly for Las Vegas in a what we think is a fitting manner. I think.
Yes, we have. We blinged it up.
Blinged it up.
Yeah, we are blinged.
Crown jewels.
Oh yeah.
And what about Offstage? What kind of Vegas guys are you? Are we going to see you at the craps table? Are we going to see you just going up to bed at night? Or what are you guys looking forward to do while you're here?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to be by the pool, I think. And we have a couple of breaks, and there's an opportunity to go out and see some of the countryside, which I would like to do. I've never done that around here.
The hiking is amazing, yeah.
Yeah, and I have the meteor crater in my sights, which I've never done. So that might be me. But yeah, what do we do in our spare time, Adam?
Well, I want to go see all the other shows. There's a
There
lot
is
of shows here that I haven't seen before, and I'm going to try to see as many as I can. You want to go?
We just heard about
Wanna go?
Absinthe.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
I want to see the new version of Zumanity. I hear that's amazing.
Yeah, we don't gamble though. We except on our own talent.
Glad you said that.
Yeah, I save my money for shopping, so
A lot of that.
yeah.
Kiko Miyasato, Las Vegas Magazine. Can you guys talk a little bit about what the set will look like, the visuals of the show?
Where are you? Oh, there you are. No, we can't talk to you about that. No,
Yeah, you
it's a
got to
big
come.
surprise.
We'll see
Yeah.
it.
Just a little something?
Got to come. Crown jewels.
Well, I can give away one thing. We will have our friend with us. We will have Frank with us. But Frank, the robot from News of the World, but he has evolved a little. He has become a little different because he knows where he is.
Frank is going to show everybody his crown jewels. Yeah.
That's it.
Subtle.
You guys mentioned your boots before, so obviously I'm noticing a huge range of footwear on this stage. So I'd like to ask you, since this is a very big range, what does each of your shoes or footwear say about your persona on stage?
Well, we're not on stage at the moment, of course. We're
Off stage,
I
on
guess we're kind of on
stage.
stage, yeah. Well, I don't know. You would have to tell us that, wouldn't you? What do you see in us?
Well, I
Self-evident.
feel like you're the sporty one.
Yes.
Adam might be the outrageous one. And you're the refined one. I don't know, is that close?
You couldn't be more wrong.
Maybe the brooch. Maybe the brooch.
It's a point of view.
This outfit was inspired by Vegas desert heat. That's my my editorial look today. Yeah. It's quiet in here.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I think my look is inspired by comfort. But on stage it's a little different.
All right, hi, I'm Garrett Hadiani with Q Life magazine. And with the new movie coming out, how do you feel that that portrays Queen? And do you relate to that in the show at all?
Well, we've been deliberately not saying too much. Everybody else is saying a lot about the movie, and I think Roger and I have been deliberately kind of keeping a little bit of distance. But it is amazing. I can tell you that much. You know, I was in this. Well, we've both been in Twickenham just before we left. The schedule is a little bit behind. We were meant to be there for all the music mixing, but we can't now. But what we did and what I've seen is, I think, stupendous, and I think it really does Freddie justice. It's about Freddie, you know. Really, of course, we're in it, portrayed in it, but it's about Freddie, and I think it does him proud. I think he would be happy, and it's outrageous the same way he was, and it's beautiful. So yeah, I think everyone's going to have big smiles on their faces when they see it, and they're going to cry. Everybody cries.
It's been a long, difficult process, but I do think it's a very good movie.
Thank you.
And I think people will like it. Hopefully.
Mm. Yeah, it's a big deal for us. You know, it's been a difficult journey for us because it goes back a long way. It's 8 or 9 years we've been kind of working on getting it to the point where it became a movie. But when Fox took it over, then it becomes their movie. So we had to take a step back. And it's hard to do that because, you know, we are being portrayed on screen. Luckily, the actors who portray us are incredibly brilliant. And I've never seen people get into a part like they did. You know, they became us. And Rami became Freddie to an astounding degree, to a degree like if you were with him, you would have thought that he was Freddie. And they're all great, aren't they? Gwilym is great as me. In fact, my kids said, "Okay, Dad, you must have done the voice for Gwilym." And I went, "No, he's an actor. He actually did that." And they went, "Wow." So he's. I think they all suspend your disbelief from the off. You'll be amazed at the way that the job they've done. They are absolutely the business.
Thank you.
All right, I'll bring another one for you. So you guys, it's safe to say that your music crosses multiple generations. What do you guys believe makes those songs so iconic?
That's always the hard question.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
It's very gratifying to see in a normal tour. We have a lot of age group. The age variation is incredible. You know, young kids, old people like us, and everywhere in between. I don't know, the songs seem to resonate through those generations, and I suppose that's through luck or whatever, I don't know. Maybe the sports thing helped, you know, with some of our sort of anthem type songs being taken up by a lot of sports people. So I think that helped us bridge generations in some way.
Yeah.
I think the songs are timeless. You know, having been a fan first before having the honor to join the band on stage, I know for me as a listener, the songs speak to the human condition. They're not songs that are necessarily about a specific moment in time. They're about an emotion. They're about an experience. And probably without even realizing it, they wrote songs that were universal, that so many different types of people from different walks of life could relate to. And those songs in turn bring the audience together. And I think that's the power of Queen, is that it has this uniting energy about it. And people are singing along, singing together. You don't really find a lot of experiences in 2018 where people feel that connected in a large room. And I've noticed over the past couple years the magic that takes place in those moments. And you look out in the audience and people are thrilled, they're sobbing, they're laughing, they're hugging each other, they're making friends with the person next to them. It's a beautiful thing. So I think that Vegas is in for a treat.
That's a good answer, Adam.
Thanks.
Can't follow
I
that.
drank a big coffee on the plane.
I'd go along with that. Yeah, I think I don't know if we consciously did it or not, but we did, I think, speak to people's dreams and frustrations and the human emotions that you mentioned. And that doesn't change. It doesn't matter how old you are. You still feel those happinesses and disappointments and whatever, and frustrations. And luckily, we do seem to key into every generation. It's a question that I do find hard to answer, but I'm glad that people ask the question, because we're in this wonderful position where people of all ages come and they all cry. Or they laugh, or they get excited, and that's what we're in the business of. That's why we're in it, because we got excited by our heroes, and we want people to feel the same kind of connection and excitement for us.
I'd just like to add, it's been an absolute pleasure and a thrill to have been working with Adam. We couldn't have possibly found anybody to do what he's done. There's nobody better, and it's just been a thrill for us and a privilege to have found this unbelievable singer who connects, and it's kind of magic, actually. Oh, sorry, no pun intended.
Yeah, I second that. I mean, I've been saying, Adam is kind of a gift from God, which he didn't, we didn't even look for it. I think Roger and I felt we were done after we did a massive world tour with Paul Rogers, which is great, but we thought, okay, we're done now. And then along comes this guy who can do everything that we could possibly ask. And it's incredible. I'm almost at the point of taking it for granted that he's there. Almost. But we would not be here if it weren't for finding Adam. There is no one else that could fill those shoes, if we can call it that.
That's a shoe. Fill those boots.
It's a boot.
And I mean, I have to echo that. I'm really glad that I sang Bohemian Rhapsody on American Idol for my audition, because if I had not, I don't know if I'd be sitting here with these amazing gentlemen. So fate kind of stepped in, and it's been full circles ever since. And it's an honor for me. It's a dream. Freddie Mercury is one of my heroes, and the music that this band has created is is iconic. And they're songs that weren't obsessed with trends. They weren't really trying to be like sounding like everybody else. They carved their own path, and Freddie was his own man, and he was ahead of his time. So to be able to step in and bring these songs to a live audience is like, it's such a gift. I'm really lucky.
We're all lucky. We're all lucky.
All right, any more questions? One more?
I know you guys don't want to give too much away with what the set's going to look like, but Queen's always been a band that's always been about the sonics and the visuals as well, and the Park Theater is a new venue. It's very tech enhanced. Are you guys able to do things different with technology, with some of the tools at the Park Arena, or excuse me, at the Park Theater that you can't do at the average arena?
Yeah, I mean, we've been designing it for a long time with our guys, the Stewfish guys, and they've been in there for months and months and months, just scoping out what can be done, which can't be done anywhere else. I think we're making good use of the space and the technology that's available. Yeah, I think you'll be happy.
I think it's interesting because we're actually trying to still make it feel huge. Even though it's a 5,000 seat venue, we want people to feel like they're at a giant arena rock show. So I think there's some tricks with perspective and certain lighting tricks. They're definitely creating a sense of grandeur. I think that'll be really cool.
Any more questions? Okay, again, thank you for your attendance. I first and foremost want to thank Kirk and all of our partners at Live Nation. This and everything else we do couldn't be without you, so thank you for that. I heard a couple words up here. I heard the word hero. For a child of the 70s, you are our heroes. Adam, to you and your ability to join this band and make this come back to life for all of us in Las Vegas. We are trying to redefine what Las Vegas residencies are all about, and you guys absolutely will do that. So thank you for being here, and thank all of you for being here, and let's get ready to rock this thing. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.